power, peace and power. Peace and power to the people that struggle late night. Damn, why I'm so shiny? I guess it's good to be shiny than black and ashy. Right? I guess that's what it is. Peace and power, peace and power. Salute, salute, salute. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power. What's going on? As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers. Okay? This is your space. Okay, a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Love, hella right. This is a space of justice, of queen comrades, a space of kings. Okay? Your space, the space of love, integrity, a space of intelligence, a space where we are working on a united path towards what? True liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Hashtags, green screens, apps with cash, pals that pay, unions that are Western, grams with money. Teacups, coffee cups, red cups, blue cups, squeegee man cups. The pastor's pockets, damn it. The pastor's plate. Let's get the pastor's, hold on, let's get the pastor's collection plate. God damn it, it's the Hummer Fund. Ooh, it's a cold winter. Long, cold winter. Boy, it's a war going on outside. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you get cuffed up on the cold floor, eating them cold orange meat sandwiches in the bookings. It's too late. Don't wait until your kids say, I can't stand you no more. I want another mommy. It's too late. Don't wait until they give you a pink slip at HR saying your services is no longer needed. Man, book yourself an assessment. Get you an anger management plan and strategies. If you or anybody knows in need of a domestic violence intervention, book an assessment. Okay? Stop sending each other outside with stakes on your eye, ice on your speed knots, busted lips and things, stiff hips and backs and knee braces and all that. Okay? Yeah. Don't make the blood trickle. Book you an assessment. Okay? If you or anybody you know is in need of a intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, book an assessment. Okay? Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you. Characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. Past traumas, people, conversation, places, events, okay? That should have your alertness levels on 1,000. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. What's going on? Yeah, it's late. It ain't going to be a heavy class. We're not going to have a lot of people because it's late. Yeah, it's late. It's the 4th, almost the 5th of the damn month. People are aggravated, stressed out. Damn it, the landlord done got it. Now you're mad. You're cold and you're mad. So they sleep already. Yeah, they went to sleep. It's 11:25. They went to sleep. But we having class, damn it. The next one in double overtime, damn it. We here. God damn it. Let's get it. I got some things to discuss. I got some announcements to make. First of all, we got to tag some people, tag some of our favorite people. Tag them. Dummy May, tag them. Somebody go to Flint, Michigan, or Vegas, or wherever the hell he at, Israel. Tag Dummy May. Yeah, Dummy Mayweather, come to class, you dummy. Tag him. Tag LaRussell. Yeah. Yeah, nah, tag LaRussell. Yeah, capping. That's what they do now. Cap all the way until they can get up and grip a gate. Tag LaRussell. Where you say from? Vallejo or wherever? Bay Area? Tag him. Sellout ass. Tag him. Who's this boy? Dijon Paul from the West Coast? Tag him. And some East New York artist dude. You know, little chubby Boricua. Tag him. Yeah. These are two people still crying about, yo, hip-hop is gone. It's dead. Tag them. Tag the Ofay Gripper Queen. Ooh-wee. Dastardly. Tag this Ofay. What's her name? Elisa Zinger. Tag her. Tell her bring her little ass to class if she got bailed out. Okay? Somebody tag Bushwick. Yeah, Brooklyn. We got to keep our eyes open. And last but not least, tag Nas. Yeah, Mr. Snuff Butt himself. Tag QB's finest. I want to know if they're going to get the money back. Yeah, tag Nas. Yeah, and while you're at it, tag your classmates. Tell them that we in class. I want y'all to put the cap back on your wine. Yeah, put that Mad Dog 2020. That muscatel, that goddamn Wild Irish Rose, put it down. Put your tweeds down, damn it. Tag your peoples now, damn it. Tag your peoples. Tell them we in class. Share. Let's see who's in class, goddamn it. Let's see. Ooh, NFNT. Damn, first in class. We see you. What up? Charles is second and Philly is third. What up? CA, what up? 215. Philly in the building. We see you. Ooh, Mark Milner's in the building. What up? Tierra's still up. Goddamn youngin' is up. South Jersey. Chef, what up, Chef Corby? Much appreciation for funding the war effort. Yes, Chef. We see you. Feel it. Boom. What up? What's going on? Who that? Cool K King is in the building. Boy, I got a lot of cooks up in this goddamn class. We see you. Dre, what up? Marguerite McDonald music. We see you. What up? Who that? Fred? What up, Fred? Sean Jenkins, what up? Dow, what up? Bionic Prince, what up? Who? Oh, Philly in the building. There you go. God damn it. WM. Radio, what's going on? We see you. Who that? Benjamin? What up, Benjamin? We see you. V-Give, what you doing? V-Give is up for the late night. God damn it, V-Give. V-Give. Sober and clean V-Give is up in the spot. Yeah, that's what we talking about. Who that? Justin from Jefferson City, Missouri. 55. God damn it, we know who you is. We know where you from. 55. Ain't been to class in 55 months. Yeah. Who that? OG, what up? What up, Kicks? We see you. Ty, what up? No, I got my green and red apples. We see you. Soap, what up, Soap? Intellectual Soapbox. True and living. Peace. What's going on, God? What up? Frankie Fizz, what up? Peace. Listen, y'all, if y'all MBK, come on now. March 8th. Yeah. Special premiere screening. Red Hook. Celebration. Party. YouTube. Let's go. Frankie Fizz in the building. G-Man. What up, G-Man? Yeah. Ronald Tucson. Ronald. 55. Goddamn. 55. Ronald Tucson. Who that? The Commandante. What up? Salute. Ooh, we Dutch. 55 for Dutch. Yeah. God damn it, I'm hot tonight. Who that? Peace and power. What up? Who that? Huh? What media company is that? I don't know. Okay, he's in the building. What up? What up? Geechee in the building. God damn it. Think for yourself. What up? Peace and power. What's going on, y'all? Y'all man is in the building once again. Dummy Mayweather. We gonna start with the dummy? No, we ain't gonna start with the dummy. No. We ain't gonna start with the dummy. We gotta go here first. First and foremost, yeah. Much appreciation for those who here coming here on a late night. Okay. Once again, shout out to them Knicks. Double overtime. Sent the Joker up out of here. Get your ass up out of here. Jalen hit that 40 piece on him. Yeah, let's keep it moving. Okay. Let's keep it moving. That's right. 2 years clean. That's right. Shout that out, V Give. Don't let the what? Tell me ain't no stunting around here. Yeah. And we all in Brooklyn. Really Brooklyn and Queens. Really Brooklyn and Queens. And man, this in all 5 boroughs. We gotta keep our eyes open. We gotta keep our eyes open, man. It's a lot of weird shit been going on. Johnny, what up? Salute. A lot of weird shit been going on, and it's been going on for quite some time. Definitely within the past 8 months, I could recall it. And there was a young lady made a TikTok. Well, at least it was going viral. It was circulating on TikTok talking about that there might be a serial unaliver running around Queens, Brooklyn, and the Bronx. And I was like, I pushed it off as her just being wigged, scared. In the video, she discussed about her girlfriend wasn't a dancer, and her girlfriend happened to be one of them that was unalived and dismembered and found over there. Was it the Van Wyck? Or was it the I think this one was found on the Van Wyck, right? However, along the Jackie Robinson, along the Van Wyck, a couple other spots in BK, they've been finding female and on occasion or 2 male body parts dismembered, and it's been a lot. Not gonna hold you. Not gonna hold you. And the media has been keeping it quiet. It seems to only be in our timeline. I'm not sure if all of the victims have been melanated people, but there's been a lot going on. In the past couple of days, a wife right here in Bushwick was found unalive in the building. And at this point, with all of us having females in our families, female neighbors, right, classmates and as such, with everything that people seem to be distracted with, as far as ICE, as far as 47, as far as, people becoming conscious and woke and, dealing with themselves and their health, we need to pay close attention to who we are, to our persons. Like I always tell y'all, you have to be militant. You have to be a soldier for you. This is very close for comfort, man. People, I know me. I've driven past this building damn near my entire life as I shared. My father's from Bushwick. My father's from Williamsburg Project, Scholl Street. He did between there and Harlem. So I've passed this building numerous times. Man, one time this was a daily route. I passed the building last week. You understand? I passed the building last week. So let's get to the notes, okay? Before we go any further. Williamsburg, Brooklyn. A victim has been identified after a woman's remains were found in Brooklyn on Sunday morning. A janitor made the discovery just after 9 a.m. in the basement of building at the Borinquin Public Houses at 330 Bushwick Avenue in Williamsburg. NYCHA, and for those who are out of towners, which is the New York City Housing Authority. NYCHA workers in the lower level found a bag suspiciously heavy. So they opened it and looked inside. That is when they found a body in pieces. Okay. On Monday, officials identified the victim as 39-year-old Michelle Montgomery. Okay. The detectives, D's was going around floor by floor looking for information, knocking on the doors and all that. Anthony Echevarria is speaking out. This is his wife, okay? And he looked very disturbed. You understand? He said it's crazy. I don't even think it's real. I think she's coming, I think she's going to come home through that apartment door at any time. Like he's gone, literally. A memorial sits outside 330 Bushwick Ave, where police sources told the news that Montgomery's body was found in a garbage bag in a compactor room. Okay. Now the husband, like I said, he's distraught as any man would be, especially when you. This is BK, man. The last thing that we would think is that, your loved one, your companion, shit, anybody you dealing with would leave and not come back. And then you see that was the end result. That's like who thinks in 2020, like what happened? That's what I would hope that they figure out. Like really, like what happened to her? This is close now. This is in the hood. This isn't a kid, somebody that's young and may not be able to defend themselves, may not be able to discern when violence and danger is near. 39 years old. At 39 years old, you should be well seasoned. And that could mean any of us. So if it is something weird, some type of group or somebody that's off the hinges, we would hope in 2026 that as dense as the city is, somebody would have seen something. That's why I keep telling y'all, we have to soldier up. Everybody has to look out for everybody. That's just what it is. Okay? I trust Michelle's judgment 110%, said the husband. I don't even look past it. Go investigate the who, what, when, and why, because I trust her judgment. I trust how she moves. You dig? The husband said the last time he seen or heard from his wife was 9:30 p.m., about 12 hours before the police said her body was discovered. She went about her Saturday normal, watched a couple of movies, talked on the phone, gave the kids gave her a hug. I said, babe, be safe. I love you. That was it. As Javeria said, Montgomery would make holiday gift bags for the neighborhood children and was a great mother of 4 kids, the youngest being just 10 months old. So she's a new mother again. Do you understand? A new mother again. And, you know, I'm telling you, when things like this happen, it always have me reflecting on different times. You dig? Late 70s, early mid 80s, okay, early 90s. Yo, you was not doing anything in the hood, okay? It wasn't happening. Not like that. Yeah, we know it was danger. Yeah, we know those shells was flying. Yeah, we know that, you know, you had your crackheads running around, you had your dope fiends running around. But for somebody to get plucked, you understand? For somebody to get plucked up out of the community, right there, that close to home, and nobody seen or heard anything. That's what I'm talking about when I say a united front. When we speaking on community, when we speaking on work, when we speaking on strive, strive, striving for togetherness and being real about it. Because when you really involved in the work, when you really dealing with oppression, those simple things, those little things mean a lot when we're protecting our community, when we're looking out for each other, when any woman can call out, help, or, and, yo, it's on. It's on. So, you know, we send condolences to her family, to the kids, to the husband, you know, and that whole Bushwick community. But, you know, all I can do is encourage y'all the way I encourage y'all every day, all day. Soldier up, be on point. Be on point. Always look out for one another. That's how we build community. Damn all that other shit that people talk about, throwing rocks and burning incense, sage, and all that other, that shit. Listen, man, that's something that people do for themselves. Okay? That's what that is. It's not a community. That's something with you balancing yourself, having peace for yourself. And when are people going to put plays together where we are actually taking care of one another? That's what I told you. Revolution is love inspired. We love each other to that degree. That's how you build momentum on revolution. You can't build it just because you hate the Ofay and oppression. No, we have to make it a manifestation to take care of each other. Okay? So we salute our husband and, you know, hope the universe sends them strength as they grieve. All right? That's what we talking about. Now, we consistently speak on Ofays in this class. We consistently speak on how weird they are. We know that they are different. Excuse me, we do. We know they have a lot of weird behaviors. Yeah, we do. We get on them because they want grippers. Boy, them Ofays, if nothing else is going to happen, They're going to find a way to get some grippers. Oh, yeah. They're going to get some grippers. Them Ofay women going to give up their musty box. Yeah, we know that. That is the main difference between us and them. It's something in their DNA to have their little nether region popping off. They can't settle it. It's something that's just in them. They'll go up against a tree and rub up against a tree. You know, they'll take it from you. They'll give it up. They'll pay you to get. Listen, they have a very, very difficult time with the relationship between them and their nether regions. You dig what I'm saying? Ofay's got it bad. Bad. Yeah. Yeah. That's where perversion begins, with the Ofay. Never seen none of that weird shit on our hieroglyphics. Okay? Never. That's Ofay's. So, we got an Ofay here that need to be examined. Yeah, they need to really examine, because something wrong with this woman. Really. And they know it. They know it, but I think this time they might deal with it. She might get punishment. Okay? However, man, I could just imagine how many of them are like her. We see them. Oh, we see them Karens and the Maggies. Yeah, they're always in the paper, especially the. Let's get to the notes, man. We ain't got time to keep talking about that. Yeah, them old faces put their hiney up against a tree and rub. The old fake men to sneak up into the barn. Hit them lambs and hit them lambs in the gripper cakes and all that. The damn lamb just yelling out. And all that weird shit. Yeah, that's old face shit. Yeah. Yeah. All up out in the pasture and shit with the cows. Yeah, man, come on. Yeah. Yeah. That's what they do. Mm-hmm. So let's get to this one here. Cause I've seen some weirdness in the notes. Rakim, peace. Yeah, all that. Oh, Mario 55. You don't have him in here. 55. Yeah. Let's get to it. A Florida woman who posed as a teenager to SA5 middle school boys is mentally defective and is the real victim of the alleged S crimes, her father said. Now, this is her daddy saying this. This ain't the law. It's her daddy, okay? Alyssa Ann Zinger, 25, dealt with various mental disorders, including ADHD, ADD, OCD, Tourette's syndrome, and anorexia while growing up in a good Christian home in suburban Tampa. Her father, Josh Zinger, has told the news, listen, Josh, if she got all this, she better have the paperwork, Josh. Yeah. She better have the paperwork, because that's a lot. That's a lot to be diagnosed with. Okay? Let's see. He said she had a lot of problems growing up. Our daughter has been to 10 to 12 psychologists and psychiatrists throughout her life. That's what the daddy said. That's what the daddy said, right? But listen, we got to see, because look now. Listen up. Listen, check this out. He said that Zinger once scored a 72 on an intelligent quotient test, well below the assessment's 100-point average. Here go Dad. She's defective, mentally defective. And do you know what that means under the law? If somebody is mentally defective and has S with somebody, no matter their age, it's illegal to have S with a mentally defective person. That's what the Pops is saying. Now, hold on, Pops. You can say all that, but you ain't the law. And I'm going to get to one important point. Okay? One important point. What up? What up, John Tate? What up? We got to get to this. Now, I want y'all to listen now because we in the notes, right? He said that if you do anything with her, that she's actually the victim because he says she not here. Okay? Listen. In all actuality, she is a victim. Now, this is what her Pops is saying. Zinger was arrested, okay, in 2023 after allegedly posing as a 14-year-old, right? Posing as a 14-year-old, which means that you know you are of a certain age and that these individuals are not. Okay, so that takes a certain amount of intelligence to pose as somebody younger when you're actually older. Okay? All right? Now listen now. She was allegedly posing as a 14-year-old teen on social media and having dozens of sexual encounters with a boy between the ages of 12 and 15. Okay? The boy, her pop said, you know, the boy called the little bastard by the pops, right? By her pops, seduced his daughter and took her. Pop said he broke her hymen. Pop said this boy took this older young woman's. He took her little chastity belt. Okay, he said this young man who's younger was that swift up here that he was able to con this girl out of some box, but she was online posing as somebody younger. Okay, and check it out. This is what the Pops is saying. That boy found her social media account, found her dancing like a 13-year-old on it and said, hey, girl, I'll Uber you to my $5,000 a month apartment. Come on and hang out. This is what the dad is saying this young boy do. Now, to be honest, little young 14-year-old Ofay boys, you know, they all kind of swift when they want to be. But I'm trying to figure out when you are a little slow or a little off and you got Tourette's and OCD and all this other stuff, what you doing on social media? Like, Pops, y'all wasn't monitoring who she was contacting? Y'all, if you know she that slow, why didn't you, okay, have her in teen settings on these apps? Huh, Pops? Now check it out. He claimed that over several months, the boy had his daughter over at his apartment and introduced her to other school-age boys, 4 of whom would become Zinger's other alleged victims. The, check it out now. The boy who harbored her in his house for 5 months, he's the one who introduced her to his friends. And they all were like, hey, this girl is 14. Wink, wink. High five, high five. Your turn, bud. This is what dad is saying has happened to this grown woman. Okay, listen. Dad is saying there will be no plea deal. There will be no S offender registry. She'll get time served and adios. Now, this is Pops talking for this girl. Now, I seen the video when he talking about she was dancing. She wasn't dancing like no 13-year-old. She was skipping a little something. You can see she might be a little tinged, a little off, but she doesn't have, right, the physical attributes of somebody who is that off. Physically, she looks like an adult. She, especially them Ofays. They look a certain age when they really not. They age quick. So her being 24, you understand? She looks every bit of a 24-year-old Ofay. All right? Okay? Let's look. Now, she remains in jail on charges of lewd or lascivious battery, lewd or lascivious molestation, possession of child, child, PORNO, and in-state transmission of child, PORNO, by an electronic device, and sexual cyber harassment. All of these is felonies. Okay? All of them is felonies. Molly, what's up? Shanita Jones, what's up? Look now. Listen. In addition, other inmates have treated her poorly. This is what her father said. They said they're adding in her food all the time. Fingernails, hair objects, plastic. Because whoever was making her food knew who she was, and they knew that food was going to a Pedialyte. That's what Pop said. So now that means Pop is visiting her, and attorneys are visiting her while she's in lockup, and she has the wherewithal to say that people are putting stuff in her food. Okay, because ain't nobody in there give a damn. Ain't no COs checking her food and saying, oh, did not somebody put this in there. No, this is her telling whoever's coming to visit her what's going on. Right? Now, this is, listen. She was tearing these young men up. And one of them told, and then the rest of them told. But, now check it. These are the initial charges from 2 years. Check it out now. This has been going on for several years. Let's go. Look. 2 felony counts of lewd or lascivious battery. 5 felony counts of lewd or lascivious molestation. She touching people now. You dig? She touching people. Okay? King Solomon, much appreciation. Thank you for going the extra effort to make it to class. I know I'm shadow banned. You can't be on 12,691 for months. But much appreciation for doing the due diligence to come through here. Thank you. Check it out now. On November 24th, 2023, The police arrested her 22-year-old self following tips provided to detectives of her inappropriate relationship with a male victim. That. Okay? Now, based on that investigation, Zinger made contact with the victim by posing as a homeschooled student online. She communicated with the victim primarily through an online social media platform. Ooh-wee. It is disturbing and unsettling to see an adult take advantage of a child and prey on them. Okay, this is what the police is saying. Anyone who may have been a victim of Zinger, we encourage you to come forward. I told y'all can keep Florida. Now this is how these old fays get. This is what she doing on a regular. This is 2026. So she was floating in and out of the justice system. Pops is still saying she's slow, that they taking advantage of her. And y'all not having no type of protection. Y'all still, why y'all got her on social media? Molly, what's your appreciation for the war effort? What is she doing on social media if she that slow? She should only have a communication device if she that slow. Frankie Fears, much appreciation. She jumping these little boy bones. Now, this is what I want to know. If she got OCD, ADHD, all this stuff that her damn daddy says she got, Tourette syndrome, and anorexia. She damn sure don't look anorexic. I tell you that right now. She got them big ass white woman calves. You know, the ones that Marlene Dietrich and them used to have when you watch them old Turner classic movies and they wear them dresses. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no behind, real slim, no behind. But when you get to the legs, they got these big ass calves. Greta Garbo and all of them got them big ass calves, and she ain't anorexic. But this is what I want to know. She doing all this, right? I'm wondering if she gave any of that musty box up to some black boys. If any of these victims were melanated. Because if none of these victims is melanated, that means she might have some bias. And if she got some bias comes from a certain thought, a behavior, something that was taught to you. So if all of her alleged victims are all little Ofay 14 and 15-year-olds, shit, Ronald, too, so much appreciation for funding the war effort. If she ain't got no melanated boys up in there, she ain't that crazy, Dad. Yeah. Because if they would have got to her in the hood, them little 14, 15-year-olds is different in Tampa. Yeah, she would have been up in the hood with the brothers. Okay? Yeah, nobody would have told. She'd have just been down there until she found her a nice gentleman, Elijah, who would have showed her what to do on the yellow stripe. You see what I'm saying? She has some type of cognitive ability. She knows what she's doing to some degree, Dad. Okay? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Nah, we not, no, Mellow, no. When you are a deviant like that, the way it is being described, she's online, she's keeping and exchanging, she's in possession, right, of certain pictures and films and materials, and they putting that up in there like that. You understand? Nah. She know what she doing. Yeah, man. Yeah, she just Listen, Dad talking too much. Dad could have been the cause of all this, all these different mental afflictions. I want to know if any of those alleged victims are brothers, are black, are melanated. Because if not, I would love to know why. That's something for the DA. That's the see. I gave y'all a little something. District attorney down there in Florida. Yeah, yeah. Get on the stand. Ask her if any of the if any of those why she didn't you know have a little bit of jungle fever with all these mental afflictions. I see that. This is what the dad said. She got ADHD, ADD, OCD, Tourette syndrome, and anorexia. She says she's been to 12 psychologists and psychiatrists. Now, why she don't have jungle fever, Dad? Why she don't have jungle fever? She has enough up here to say, I don't want them little black boys. She got enough up here, right, to say that. I mean, she has some type of consciousness. No, Dad, she going to jail. You ain't talking, that Ofay conversation. You trying, no, Dad, she going to jail. She going to jail. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah, see how easy? See, I could be a top investigator. Yeah, I know what kind of questions to ask. I'm a top flight investigator. Shit, I'm better than Matt Locke and all of them. I know what to ask. I know what to ask. Goddamn, where's the brothers at? You couldn't find your way around no little black teenage boys? Huh? Yeah. Stop hummer stunting, Dad. Okay? Yeah. Now, these next three aims, what we is? We at midnight. We at 12:07 in the AM. Thursday. I told y'all class is gonna be kind of light, right? Yeah, because people are trying to figure out their life right now. Now, these next three aims, damn it. Okay? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. These next three aims now, we got to go in. Oh, yeah, we gotta go in. Okay, we gotta go in. All right. Now, who am I going to? Who am I going to first? I should just get rid of LaRussell. I should get rid of him, but see, he's connected to a broader scope here. You understand? Because that's bringing in hip hop. I should leave it for tomorrow. Piggyback that with something else that I had left behind. Because I don't like performative people. I don't like what's going on with social media, and y'all know that. Everybody's stunned. Everybody's performing. Nobody is truthful. You understand? And I didn't like the LaRussell dude from the rip. Never liked him. Never thought he had all these skilled out bars. I heard his freestyles. The pseudo messaging, the fake woke, semi-conscious shit I wasn't feeling, the good guy vibe. I knew something was up with him. I just did. Just like that D1 dreadhead clown. It's too much. It's an oversell. Okay? But people rocked with LaRussell because what? They actually saw the work. He was doing some work. Now we have to question the intent. Okay? See, we saw the work. Many of you saw the work. And that in itself was a red flag for me because when I'm doing the work, when I'm in the street, donations, when I'm in the street paying elders rent, making sure they have food, checking on them, it's difficult for me to be filming or have somebody filming because that means it is disingenuous. That means I'm putting on a show. So I just do the work, do the work, do the work, do the work, do the work. When I'm seeing him and others consistently with a camera on them while they're supposed to be doing what's natural, which is the give back, which is the take care of community, I'm like, nah, something ain't right. Now, this doing the Russell all for the past, man, maybe 2 weeks, been showing how much people have been paying for his supposedly independent last project. First, it was coming in. Dudes were spending $200. Then dudes were spending $1,000. You dig what I'm saying? Then you had others who had a little bit more money. Athletes, and the biggest one I saw was somebody. Check it. Paid $18,000 for the project, and I'm like, hold up, really? For some shit we ain't even heard. I didn't hear. Didn't hear a song or two off of it. But that independent, and him showing that he's actually in classrooms, actually in the street, actually, and people donating, and he's and photo op, and he's interviewing, and I'm like, nah, something ain't right. Something ain't right. I just wasn't feeling it. So news broke. Not only did news break, but he also made statement himself that LaRussell signed with Roc Nation. And I'm trying to figure this shit out. Like, hold up. Why would somebody who's doing that great independently? Okay? Why? Huh? Somebody doing that good independently with not a buzz, I mean solidify, like he can go to Sway and the rest of the little rainbow clique up there, right? He could just get an interview, get heard, get spoke. He's in the machine, sort of. Why would somebody like that sign to a sinking ship like Roc Nation? Now we know Roc Nation got his thumb on everything in the industry. Roc Nation through, what is it? Ticketmaster and Live Nation and all that. Like you know exactly what Roc Nation is and what they do. But you also know that that ship, man, that ship is about to crash. Okay? Yeah, that shit about to crash. Why would somebody who is seemingly that intelligent and doing that well independently sign with Jay? Sign with Jay. Why would you sign with Jay not more than 2 days after they talking about Jay's in the Ep files? He's in the Ep files, whether you believe it or not. Whether they said something officially about charging him or not. Why would you sign with them? That makes zero sense unless your intent was to sign to a major all along. Yeah. Yeah. That's weird. Not only is it weird, it's traitorous to everybody who believed in you as an independent. Remember, I've been telling you, I ain't nobody independent when it comes to commercial rap. Ain't nobody independent in reaching certain levels. It don't work like that. Same shit Chance the Rapper was saying. He's indie, he's indie, he's indie. You not indie. How you gonna be independent when Michelle Obama was babysitting you? Shit like that. They raised you up. You ain't independent. Nah. You got nepotism all around you. That's not true. And the true independence, somebody's getting it from the mud that has no help. You did? And maybe the LaRussell dude was like that. Maybe he actually didn't have anybody. But you get to where you get to, and then you sign with a ship that's getting ready. You signing to the Titanic? Because that's all Roc Nation is right about now. Remember the Titanic, big, strong, only for the wealthy. The secrets, the discussions, the deals made. Come to the Titanic where we keep niggers in their place as we travel the world. Yeah, that's what Roc Nation is, the Titanic. And the Titanic got hit, boom, and started sinking. That's what's happening now. They done hit Roc Nation and it's sinking. So you mean to tell me, LaRussell, that was a decision that you wanted to make around this time? Come on, son. You gaming. Yeah. Yeah. That shit is crazy. So all that performing you did was for what? Because we just watched it with that's his name, D1, is that his name? That cornball with the dreads, that I'm independent and Lord and all this other weird shit and black and brotherhood and all that shit. Where's it at now? No, for real, where's it at? Mm-hmm. How much stunt? How much stunt? So everybody who believe in their creativity, who believe that as a creative that they had a shot because they watching LaRussell and he's doing it without having physical format, right? Without having physical items. He just seemed to be doing it. And people donate because they believe in him. So whoever paid, who was that paid that $18,000 for his project? I wonder if he know that this man is with Roc Nation, and because he signed with Roc Nation, that puts him, in harm's way of not having a career at all. Should the CEO, should Big Boss Man take a fall? You understand? What's up, Morocco? Morocco's in the building. Pronounce your name for us, Morocco. Yeah. And tell the rest of the tribe, the community, wherever you had to come on outside and watch one of the most intelligent men in America. Yeah. Come on. Tell them to come on out, Morocco. So yeah. So you see how they weaponize our own against us? That's a blow. That's a blow. And how many blows are we built for? Right? Pop Smoke was a blow. Nip was a blow. Terrible blow. Right? Now this individual saying, nah, independent ain't the way to go. I always wanted to be here. I worked hard to get here. So all that hummer stunting you did, all that I'm independent, I'm staying here. Yo, let me show you how to get it. You didn't believe in that. You ain't believe in yourself because you went. You went straight into the devil's lair. What's going on? LaRussell? Oh my goodness, man. But I keep telling you, I don't believe in none of them. Nobody. What up, Da? Salute. You did? So when somebody like LaRussell does that, this is where these other two clowns come in, right? And I get so heated. It's triggering when I have to spit about what's this boy name? Jean Paul. I think that's his name, Jean Paul, talking about West Coast music. I seen the video today. I'm like, it's always these pudgy fat dudes, okay, that's sitting somewhere that don't have any true recollection of the energy of hip hop. Young. And again, I'm not taking it from uh, a space where I'm biased against the youth. Now, I love the youth, but we got to be truthful. You don't know what that energy of raw, unfiltered hip hop is. You just don't, because the conditions that built that is gone. It's gone. So this Jean Paul kid went in on the West Coast. Oh, West Coast music need to step up. West Coast music is in a time warp. West Coast this, West Coast that, man. They need to get into it. They not doing it the way that these individuals are doing it now from other regions, man. I get sick of West Coast. He going in, and I'm looking at this chubby, fat, and he fat, rotund, round, chubby dude. You know the ones, shit. His mama still might be buying him 14 Huskies. You know that. Y'all chubby dudes. I'm not. Remember, if the shoe don't fit, don't put your fat foot in it. But I got some, extra solid brothers up in the class, and y'all know when y'all moms was going shopping for y'all in Gimbals or A&S, and she went and got the 14 Husky because you was a little chunky. Don't act like that, because I know, because I used to get the 12 Slim, 14 Slims. I was always slim. Shit. Just like most of y'all was always husky. Yeah, y'all was husky. So this Jean Paul dude that's going in, yeah, he still got a pair of husky ass Garanimal corduroys somewhere, but he's going in about West Coast hip hop as if he'd been there. Who was that? You said that was Kyrie that paid 11,000 for the Russell album? Okay, you dig? Listen. I hope Kyrie can get refunded his 11,000, because man, Jay-Z having a hard week. And I know Kyrie don't want his 11,000 to be supporting nothing that's affiliated with Jay-Z. Right? Nah. Anyway, I'm going to speak up because I know a lot of West Coast purists. I know a lot of West Coast hip hop purists. And there's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with it. At all. But Jean Paul, he got a problem with it. Now, I don't know if he could mix. I don't know if he could cut and scratch. Because, portly dudes could do a lot of, they could do the turntable and all that. Because they portly. They got them big ass forearms and shit, and them fat ass hands, so they could, Jazzy Fade type dudes. So I don't know if this Jean Paul dude is a DJ or something. But I know that he needs to stop. He is speaking just like this other dude. And this dude might be from the town, East New York artist or whatever. This portly Boricua dude that went in on East Coast hip hop. Oh, we don't make good music. I love East Coast, but we don't make good music. We're in a time warp. And I'm looking at his young ass like, all the hip hop, the several albums that came out in the last quarter of 2025 that sounded as raw and as pure as hip hop can be in this current, I'm looking at him like, yo, what are you talking about? But he went on a rant. He went on a rant so much that he was talking about Nas and Hit Boy. He said Nas and Hit Boy got 6 albums. And that he was watching the Hit Boy. What did he say? Hit Boy Mike Will Made It had a verses? I didn't hear about it. Did y'all? Did y'all watch? I didn't know about it, but he said he watched it and he said that they played a Nas Hit Boy joint that was fire and nobody paid attention to it. But when they played the other joint, bands make a dance or some shit and everybody was wilding. That's where East Coast New York City rap is. That's where New York City hip hop is now. Nobody ain't there. And I keep looking at these young dudes and like, y'all don't understand the beginnings of hip hop. If you knew the conditions that birth hip hop, and then you would see that those conditions no longer exist. So the sound that you're looking for has to come from people who are pure, who were there. Commercial radio is not going to give you that in its purest form because it hurts their ears. It hurts their pockets because they have already placed an agenda within the music. The agenda that they place within the music, they place within the MCs and the DJs and the engineers to produce the bullshit that's running around now. But he said that the South is doing much better. Their music is better. Mike Wills is better. Hit Boys and all. That's better. Really? So that means he didn't hear nothing that Sadat X put out. Nothing. Nothing that Kwame put out. Nothing that De La put out. Nothing that Eric Sermon put out. All this great hip hop. Pure hip hop. Not hip hop by old dudes trying to sound current. No, this is the pioneers. The pioneers doing their thing is making it sound incredible with beats and cuts and scratches. You understand? And samples and bars. Yeah, Sonny. That's what these chubby dudes do. They get on here and they sit and they talk on these little podcasts and people thinking that they somebody. You go there, they mama probably still got their corduroy garanimals in a little plastic tube or something. You know them little plastic shits you roll up under the bed? And they got all your baby clothes and kid clothes and mementos in it. Yeah, these husky ass niggas. I guarantee you. What's his name? Dijon Paul. I guarantee you he got a pair of 14 husky corduroy garanimals or something up in there. Them little Levi Rough Riders, 14 husky. Yeah, cause I got a chubby little boy. Boy, come on. Your mom's gotta take you in the fitting room before she even bring that shit out the store. She don't leave Macy's or Gimbals or A&S or Bird. She don't leave none of them stores because your ass is husky. And she might have to get a belt for your little husky ass. Man, listen, I've been around a long time. That's how these dudes, if it's the East New York MC or whatever the hell he is, he's husky. This Dijon Paul dude, he husky. They don't know nothing about hip-hop. Hip-hop is a condition. The conditions that created hip-hop are not there. You don't see dudes in the street. I keep telling y'all that. You don't see dudes in the street. There's no street jams. There's dudes, nobody spitting in the lobby. You understand? You don't have a group of MCs just on a bus somewhere going at it. in the subway, on the subway. Those elements that created that shit ain't there no more. So we're lucky when we have somebody that's going to put it together sonically and lyrically that could match something from 87 or 93 or shit 98. But you got to be mindful of those who talk down on themselves, just say that they really love it. You got to be mindful of them. I'm telling you. Those are the distractors. Those are the agents. You dig? Yeah. Yeah, they don't know shit. They don't know shit. There was so much heat out in 2025. Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? Dudes was coming through. Kane, G-Rap, and shit, come on, man. LL. The Force and 30 something. Like, Eric Sermon just went on a rant. Musically. He just was throwing out like, come on, man. Tired of that shit. Hip-hop is there's nothing wrong with it. It's y'all bitch ass dudes in the commercial rap space. For real. So, you know, get rid of LaRussell punk ass. Don't pay him no more attention. For real. And these dudes that keep saying that the regions are stuck. They stuck in certain eras. Please. Come on, man. Cut the bullshit. They just saying shit for cap. Now, y'all know who my favorite is, boy. I keep telling y'all he broke. I told y'all Dummy Mayweather was broke. I have consistently. I had to do probably about 8 classes on Dummy May. If you do a YouTube search and you put Karim, Bliz, Johnson, Mayweather, or Dummy May, or Floyd, you might come up with 8 videos. Because I've been telling y'all for years he's hummer stunting. I've been telling y'all for years if he got paper like that, so the hell what? He ain't doing shit for us. And then it was revealed consistently. His best friend, I love him, Israeli. Him and his wife are my best friends. And I will do for them. Yeah. Those are his best friends, you broke ass nigga. Your friends just robbed you. God damn it. Yeah. We're going to Dummy May now, because Nas, you gonna wait. We gonna get Nas. Don't worry about it. And it's not a getting, but I got questions. Okay? Yeah, Polo, we gonna get to that. Cause again, remember he was capping. I may not could read, but I can count. Look at all these millions. Yeah. You got millions? You dumb I've been told y'all he was hummer stunting. I told y'all he ain't invest in no type of apartment, units or buildings or none of that in NYC. I told you that. I told you he put his face and name and likeness on all those damn BBL clinics in Miami. And he promoted heavy. Then he got a strip club in Vegas. He promoted heavy. That's nigga shit. That's you trying to get some bread. Yeah. Now we know he broke, because check it out. He acting like he ain't, but when you suing somebody for hundreds of millions of dollars, you know that it's a Rizzle. It's a Reynolds. It's a Reynolds rap, Floyd. Yeah. And tell your punk ass daughter to get that job. I told y'all last week she gonna need that job. She ain't gotta play. Yeah, you ain't gotta act like you wanna work. You gonna need that job, little mama. Yeah, you gonna have to take care of that feed. Yeah, you gonna have to take care of that little seed you got there. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get to the notes, God damn it. Let's get to the notes. Showtime Networks has been sued by Floyd Mayweather Jr., who says he's owed hundreds of millions of dollars in fight earnings fraudulently diverted by the company to his former manager. God damn it, boy. Hundreds of millions? That knocked you right out of the billionaire race. Shh, Floyd, don't say it too loud, because you got some investors. Yeah, you got some board members. Yeah. They're going to knock you up out of that list, boy. Shit, Wait a minute. Let's see. Let's see now, God damn it. Yeah, I told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all? Watch his face when he ace. I tell y'all that about all of them. Watch their face when they ace. And he ace. You see him looking? Look at the thumbnail again. You see him looking? Sad than a motherfucker. Yeah, no, nigga, don't cry now. Don't cry now. Yeah. Huh? Salute, had a bold out. No. Let's look. Listen now. Listen, y'all. Yeah. Mayweather in a lawsuit filed on Tuesday in California state court accuses Showtime of participating in a years-long scheme of financial manipulation and self-dealing by his ex-manager Al Heyman, intended to steal vast sums of money from him, okay, by funneling fight revenues into secret accounts he didn't control. God damn it. He seeks at least $340 million under claims related to breach of fiduciary duty and fraud. Nigga, you done lost your goddamn mind. You think you getting $340 million out of Showtime? Shit. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Didn't 50 Cent ask you? I remember that. Back in the day, yo, let me see your contracts. Remember? And I believe 50. When he just posted that and said it. You know why? Because I've been in that space. I asked, dude, yo, let me see your contracts, huh? Let me see what they really doing. Yo, chill now. You ain't got that right here. My lawyer keep all the contract. You know, all that bullshit. Nah. Check this out. With roughly $1.2 billion in career earnings across his fights, Mayweather is the highest paid boxer in history. But if he was the highest paid boxer in history, that means he would be liquid. He would have that money. He wouldn't be suing. So he ain't get paid. That's what they say that you gonna get paid, but they don't never see that. Nah, they don't never see that. Let's continue. He got guaranteed purses of $100 million for his bouts with Conor McGregor and Manny Pacquiao, not including his share of the enormous profits from the record-shattering events. He's made flashy showings of his wealth, at times posing in photos with stacks of cash. Ooh, wait. Yeah. Mayweather in 2013 left HBO to sign an exclusive multi-fight deal with Showtime. His fights with Pacquiao and Conor McGregor were broadcast under the agreement, which was the richest in boxing history at that time. Instead of paying him directly, Mayweather says Showtime wired his share of fight proceeds to an account controlled by his ex-lawyer. He faults the network for the subsequent theft of the money by Heyman. How you blaming them? You didn't read the contract? You didn't sit down and have somebody say, yo, hold on. Why this money going over here? Why y'all doing that? Why is that coming to my account? You didn't do none of that? At what point were you supposed to go in the bank and just pull out 4-5 million cash? If you really stunting, I'm a stunt. You mean to tell me? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, Floyd. You don't know. When that check don't drop, you don't go and say, yo, hold up. Yo, I'm supposed to get like, increments of 10, 15 million, 20 million. That shit ain't dropped this month. Yo, what's going on? You not on it? You talking about millions. You ain't on it like that, dummy Mayweather? Yeah, because you can't read. Excuse me, what I pull? Security scooping that paper as the camera goes off? Oh my goodness. Check it out though. Let's check this out. He said when his new management team in 2024 requested detailed breakdowns from certain bouts, Showtime declined to produce them. It later asserted a statute of limitations defense, saying that any claims related to fights in 2015 are time barred. Al Heyman told Mayweather that the records were lost due to a flood in the store facility. Now, you mean to tell me records was lost in a flood? Records was lost in the flood. Nigga, we when the last time you had some paper records that you kept around and he, man, listen, everything is on your computer and on email. Come on now. That's what the story y'all going with? Okay. Mayweather argues that Showtime should have been aware of the theft because Heyman, who's not named in the complaint, wasn't behaving like a typical manager. What is a typical manager? First of all, I thought you was gone from this dude a long time ago. So how were you not in the bank whenever any type of money was supposed to drop? And this is the kicker for me. You not suing Al Heyman. You suing Showtime. So just like Judge Mathis and Judge Judy and the people court Judge Million and all of them, you suing the wrong person. Showtime is like this. Nah, that nigga, yo, that was your man's. So we went and took the money where he told us to take it. That's your man's. That's your man's. So what's a typical manager act like? Especially when you are a boxer. When you are one of the greatest boxers ever. You mean as soon as you don't see the car driving a certain way, you don't be like, yo, hold on, go this way. When that money don't hit that account, you not on the phone like, yo, I was supposed to get 20 mil a day. You don't do that? Let's continue. Check it now. Check this out. These baseless claims lack legal or factual merit, said a Paramount spokesperson. We strongly reject them and will proceed accordingly through the court process. So they going all the way to trial with this, Floyd. Showtime ain't buckling. You not getting a dime. Not from them. Check it. Under a 2005 oral deal. So this ain't even on paper. This is how dumb his ass is. He had an oral deal. He says Al Heyman agreed to act as Mayweather's manager for a 10% fee. It expired a year later in 2006, okay? Though Heyman continued in that role for the next 15 years. So you mean to tell me you had an oral agreement with this dude? You never revisited that? You never went and got nothing on paper to that degree? You just letting this dude be your mouthpiece, handle situations when it comes to the fight game and all that stuff? Check it. Check it now. For 15 years, he acted like that, right? He said Al Heyman handled contract negotiations, TV deals, sponsorships, and investments. So he had all of your bread. You never once pulled that back. You had an oral agreement with this man who can say, I ain't had no agreement with him. I don't know what he's talking about. But you dummy Mayweather, you the man. You got Gucci bags and Gucci boots. You understand? You got Louis boots and Louis bags. So many bags you can't carry. You the man. Ain't you, dummy? Yeah, you the man. Look, in the lawsuit, Mayweather points to banking records that show large transfers to companies controlled by Heyman that were falsely labeled repayment or loan payoff. Tens of millions of dollars, he says, were moved to Al Heyman Development shortly after major fights. How? You ain't watching your money? You ain't counting your bread. You don't have a lawyer watching another lawyer who was watching another lawyer. You talking about millions of dollars that you just running around with your thumb in your ass when it's not a fight. You back and forth to Israel looking wild dumb. Where's your best friend? Where's your man that you done gave his wife, you done put the necklace on her? Where he at? That you got to file his lawsuit. That's your man's in them, ain't you, Floyd? You was a dummy. Let's continue. Other records show numerous one-off payments. These include transactions for as much as $15 million on dates unrelated to any fight, with memos like expenses accompanying many of them. Nigga, how the fuck somebody could just go on your shit and take $15 million? You know how stupid you gotta be to have anyone with that power and control over bread that you fought for? You're dumb. Let's go. To hide the stolen funds, Heyman only showed Floyd certain documents to keep the boxer from learning the exact sums earned from fights, according to the complaint. So this is what you got in your lawsuit, right? He showed you certain documents. This is what you're saying in your lawsuit. But you can't read. You can't read. So if you can't read, wouldn't it have made sense to have people around you who can read, legal people who can read contracts, banking statements and all that, where somebody can't just take 15 mil up out of your pocket? You's a dummy. Dummy May. Ooh, we use a special kind of dummy. Hold on now. On one occasion, the manager altered the date of a contract to misrepresent when it was signed. Y'all coming in there with frivolous. This is a frivolous lawsuit. The judge gonna kick it out. So when he finally says that I'm broke, right? Because the dudes was only dealing with you. Any dude's only dealing with you because you think that you got bread, and because you think that you got bread, these Ofays gonna believe you. The minute you can't pay something or they can't, you out of here. Yeah. Yeah, right back to Michigan. Yeah, because you can't afford Vegas if you ain't got no bread. Once everybody see that, son, you's a dummy. Right? Check this out. Another issue he is claiming is that there were discrepancies in financial documents allegedly showing inflated expense reimbursements charged against the Pacquiao fight, and the funds were also used for a $20 million reimbursement for the 2015 Andre Berto bout. This is how far back he's going. Just like I told you, some of these rap dudes is just now getting paid for their third album. And their third album might have been in 96. They just getting little royalty checks or something. I don't understand these people. Okay? Okay, now look. These charges, Mayweather says, imply that the Pacquiao revenue pool was used as a slush fund to pay unrelated costs like the Berto payout. Floyd, you's a dummy. And your security. Where's all y'all big, brolic ass tough dudes when he ain't got no bread to pay you? But you done stuck your neck out and shit. Y'all trying to push civilians around and fans and all. Yeah, these two big, black, burly ass dudes. Yeah. Protect your man now. Go get your man money. Don't worry about pushing fans away and all that. Go get his money. Yeah, take your big asses, go and go put the press on Al Heyman for the millions of dollars. But again, he not suing Al Heyman. He's suing Showtime. Showtime gonna be like this. We ain't got nothing to do with that. And the judge gonna say the same shit. Yeah, what you over here for? Cause it's new, cause it's nice? Nah. Ooh, why you suing him? Can't sue Showtime. Oh, damn it, Floyd. I didn't know you was this dumb. Tell your daughter stop playing and put them applications in for real. She gonna need a job. I told y'all that the other day. Yeah. Watch his face when he ace. How many of y'all play CeeLo in the street? Now, I'm not talking about that in the club shit on the pool table. I'm talking about CeeLo in the street. Pour all money down as a bet. Feet good. You know. Got him, y'all. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, CeeLo, y'all. Let me get all that. Let me cut the bank in half. Yeah, let me put that. Bank is money. And just to get 5. Yeah. Can't get up. Yeah. That 5. We got a lot of room up under there. Watch his face when he ace, y'all. Watch his face when he ace. Ace. Ooh, niggas be looking sad. You see your man face? Yeah, I want to see him on the plane now with million, 2 million. Go get on the jet now, Floyd. Yeah, let's see you hum a stunt now. Yeah. Nah, then come back to the NBA. Yeah, come to the Knicks game now. Flash that money. Remember that little money you was flashing in front of Jay? Oh shit, boy, they something else. That shit got to make you giggle. Uh-huh. Yeah, where's the money team? See how niggas front? Because they in a position that the Ofay prop them up. So now they can talk and point fingers at you, and you ain't got this. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to Paris. You ain't got this. Yeah, I got the flash. Yo, I'm going to Gucci. I don't care who boycotting Gucci. I like Gucci. I'm going to go to Gucci. Yeah, remember all that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Watch his face when he ace. Ace. Ooh-wee. That shit just do something to your soul. Yeah, you know you out there like Ashley Larry with that rent money. And you ace? Oh, man. Your whole essence just leave your body. And you just sitting there looking cheesy. Looking like melted cheese and shit. Yo, can I get a walk? Man, walk your ass to the store and get your ass up out of here, homie. We don't give walks around here. We get money. Yeah. He aced, y'all. And I knew he was going to ace. Floyd, tell your dumb daughter to get a job. And make sure y'all do dumb jobs. Don't try to go get no high-powered shit that's outside of your resume. Yeah. Nah, don't go try to go and get you no job at a tech firm using your name and all that because they know you not working. Get you a dummy job. Yeah. Gil, that's what you need to do. Go to the factory somewhere, no slighting nobody, but nah. You need to go count pencils. Go work for a spot where you could put 20 pencils in the box. And the box gets shipped off. You built for that type of shit, Floyd. You and your daughter for the same company. Uh-huh. Yeah. Nah, he can't do Amazon. Mm-mm. You got to read packages, man. No, he just needs to count 20. And he ain't even got to count 20 because the box only holds 20. He got to go to a spot like that. So once he can't fit no more in the box, he know he did a good job. He can't count. Niggas are taking hundreds of millions from him. He can't count, can't read. I told y'all he just like the damn champ on Harlem Nights. Yeah, I like that type of shit there. Ooh-wee. Yeah. Where's all the people who said I was hating? Where's all the people who kept saying, nah, Floyd ain't broke. You know, rich man got no money, rich man problems. He ain't got to show you where he put money at. He holding. Yeah, I've been calling him broke for a long time. And 50 told y'all he was broke a long time ago. Yeah, about 2-3 years ago, 50 told y'all he was broke. Nobody listened to him. I know 50. Nobody listened to Bliz neither. I know. You dig? And that's real talk. He ain't getting no bagel money. Bagel meisters don't pay you nothing. No mind. Anyway, let's go on. It's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock, y'all. It's 1 o'clock. And I ain't even earned it yet. It's what? That's come on. I be working hard. Too hard. But I know I'll be keeping y'all up too. So we're gonna get to this. This gonna be long. I'm telling you right now, I know this is gonna be long. Cause this is something I told y'all about before. And y'all ain't listen to me. Y'all didn't listen to me. I told y'all that shit. So this is where you get your screen recording in. Get it right now, damn it. Yeah, make your own little YouTube page and do the clips. And I don't own this shit. This is a thought. This is universal energy. These are teachable moments. I told y'all. Man, didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all about Nas and that Scarface Award and that Rakim Award. I didn't know that they gave Roxanne Shante one of them awards. I missed that. But I told you about that Nas and that Paid in Full Foundation. I told y'all. I said, where they getting the bread from? Because that's always important. Who's on the board? Who created this shit? And we found out that it was the Bagel Meisters and Ofay. Yeah. But see, what we didn't know, I knew though. Because I told you, I said he's a Bagel Meister, and all Bagel Meisters send money to Israel. So if he doing anything, that means he's an agent for Israel. So why would Nas do that? And then I said, well, Nas, I wonder if Rakim know, if the God know that you in cahoots with these Bagel Meisters. I said that. Y'all thought I was bugging. Yo, Bliz, why are you saying that? Because I'm telling you, all this goes to the Bagel Meisters. Anything that's entertainment. Don't say no yet. I have the done. I ain't get to the point. I ain't get to the point. Now, the Paid in Full Foundation. Everybody keeps bigging it up, right? Look. Even your man here, this bozo, this crybaby, thumb in the butt ass dude here, Van Jones, right? Check out what he says about it. Much love and respect to Ben and Felicia Horowitz. Now, I told y'all about Horowitz and Adreesen Horowitz. I told y'all about that. I said it's Bagel Meisters and I said it's shady business. Okay? Here go Van Jones. Their annual Paid in Full Foundation event in Vegas raises money for the hip hop originators who never got the paycheck they deserved. The event this weekend was the most fun I've had since Prince died nearly a decade ago. Who gives a damn about you and Prince, Van Jones? I got one of Prince's cousins on speed dial. So you name dropping Prince and talking about you having fun. I'm sure somebody stuck a thumb in your butt. And in Vegas? Yeah, Van Jones. Yeah. Somebody pegged you. No doubt. Okay? It was epic. Uh-huh. It was so epic that words can't do it justice. So again, you giving praise to Ben and Felicia Horowitz. I want y'all to keep that in mind because I told you about that couple before. Okay? Yeah, this is a jungle fever couple, but that's neither here nor there. Because I always say when you have interracial couples, mixed couples, or whatever y'all want to call it, somebody has to fold. Somebody has to compromise their belief system in order to make it work. Usually, when it's wealthy men, it's always a little melanated chick that got to bend and fold. You understand? They got to have these seeds by these weird DNA having uh, individuals. You understand? But the Horowitz dude, I told y'all, it was something wicked about him. Why y'all so invested in hip hop? He said, oh, because my wife loves hip hop. I learned hip hop through her. Okay? And the wife is a square. Yeah, back in Union Square, Latin Quarter days, she was on the wall somewhere, scared to death. Definitely wasn't dancing in a circle near the stage and all, none of that. She'd got shit slapped out of her. Girls that was in there was rough. They didn't play. Anyway, I told you about Horowitz. I told you about Andreessen. If you don't recall, go back to that class. Now, Van Jones just bigged him up, right? And people always wonder how Van Jones got to prominence, to where he is. Okay? Okay? So Van Jones is praising this dude. Keep that in mind. Let's go. Let's go. Now, in this week's Epstein file drop, everybody was taken aback by the fact that Jay-Z and Pusha T was mentioned in the files. Why does that bother people? That bothers people because of EpiEp, right? Because of what they said he did on that island for decades to minors, to infants, right? To women and his friends and the whole network that was coming through, people globally coming, right? To use their man organs on little children and young girls, busting their grippers wide, right? This is why it is appalling that Jay-Z and Pusha T would be mentioned in those files, because Epstein is no longer with us. He can't say if Jay and them was with any of that. And they never said that Jay and Pusha was with EpiEp. They spoke on something from somebody else. However, we can't take that chance. So we got to say, damn, Jay, until you clear that up, what you was doing with them. Was you on the island? Was you, what's going on? But if we're going to scrutinize Jay, let me just show y'all something. Old EpiEp, old Jeffrey Ep, had a relationship with one of the prime ministers of Israel. Y'all might remember Barack, because when Barack Obama, president, was running, people used to always say, where did I hear Barack from? And it was EU Barack, okay, from Israel. We heard that for many years, okay? So now, people don't know that Barack and old EpiEp had a relationship. Check this out. He has previously acknowledged having a business relationship with the Pedialyte. This is Barack, the former prime minister of Israel. Okay? He acknowledged having a business relationship with the Pedialyte. In February 2013, Epstein advised Barack to look into working with controversial tech company, Palantir, according to an audio released by the Justice Department, right, this week. The audio was released this week in the mix of the Epstein files dropping all that. Stay with me, y'all. So you talking about old Jeffrey EpiEp, Barack, okay, who was a former prime minister of Israel, who was, man, when he was trying to run again, they gave him the business. They said, what you doing with him? But everybody now knows that Epstein was working as an agent for the Mossad, for Israel, that he was a agent working for many different, right, intelligence organizations globally. Because EpiEp had the list, the client list, he had video footage, he had photos. That's intelligence. Okay? Now, Palantir, Epi is telling this man, get with Palantir. Get with this company. This is what Epstein is saying. Palantir, which specializes in AI-powered military and surveillance technology, would open a headquarters in Tel Aviv in 2015 and has played a vital role in many of Israel's military operations in the occupied territories, okay, and neighboring states. A declassified FBI memo from the Epstein files also says that Epstein was close to the former Prime Minister of Israel, Ehud Barak, and trained as a spy under him. So now Ep is training as a spy up under the Prime Minister of Israel. Epstein and Barak had a decade-long relationship. Barak, who was also a senior Israeli military intelligence figure early in his career, visited Epstein's New York townhouse more than 30 times between 2013 and 2017. So they getting it in. That's Ep's man. That's his man. You going to a grown man's house 30 times in 4 years? That's your man, right? So Epstein, we're going to say it, Ep, and Ehud Barak, Prime Minister of Israel, was mans. Now, since they mans, Epstein is trying to tell them how to get money, how to secure certain deals, and who to go see. Check this out. Barak said that over the years of meeting with Ep at his various mansions, he never participated in any party or any other inappropriate event with him and had never met him with girls or minors. Not even with adult women in the context of any inappropriate behavior. So he's making this statement. He has to make this statement because he's saying, yo, Ep is a wild boy. We know for a fact that old Ep was running through musty box of babies, musty grippers of kids. We know that. There's no denying that. The prime minister, the ex-prime minister ain't going to deny it. 47 ain't going to deny it. Nobody's going to deny that old Ep was doing this thing. Check it out now, because the prime minister said, yo, I ain't had nothing to do with that. Yeah, that's my man's. Yeah, I was getting ready to get money with him. I wasn't doing that. He had to make that clear. The former premier said he first met Epstein in 2003 at an event attended by American dignitaries through the late Israeli president and statesman Shimon Peres. The two arranged to meet at a later time in New York. I came to his house quite a few times with my wife, Ehud Barak said, adding that he had met many interesting people at Epstein's house. So he met him in 2013, 2015, they just rocking, okay? Now, if they rocking like that and you get money, you want your man to get money too. It's just that simple. If you running around busting grippers, you want your man to bust grippers too, right? Can we agree that it's not cool to be running around with old Ep? We could agree to that. Definitely nobody black. That's why when they said Jay in the files, everybody's like, oh, wait a minute. Because it ain't cool to be running with that man. Check it. One of those meetings between Epstein and Ehud Barak included Chomsky to discuss Israel's policies with regard to Palestinian issues in the international arena. Okay? Now, this is where it's getting ready to get real deep for me. Convicted ex-offender and financier Jeffrey Epstein advised former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak to look into working with controversial tech company Palantir. Okay? In a recording of a discussion between the two men, which reportedly took place in February 2013, Epstein refers to an unnamed third person, suggesting there were two cyber companies to look at. I've never met Peter Thiel, and everybody says he sort of jumps around and acts really strange, like he's on drugs. Epstein tells Ehud Barak, of the co-founder of Palantir, with the former Israeli prime minister agreeing. Okay? However, he has a company called Palantir. So he thought that Peter would put you on the board of Palantir. He's going to come here next week, so I wanted to talk to him if I talk to you. Okay? Now, y'all like this. Bliz is 115. Get to the point. Get to the point, Bliz. I'm getting there. Chill out. Chill out now. Okay? Check it. Check it now. Palantir, which specializes in AI-powered military surveillance technology, would open a headquarters in Tel Aviv in 2015 and has played a vital role in many of Israel's military operations in the occupied territories and neighboring states. Okay? Do y'all know who is also with Palantir? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Huh? Come on now. Remember the exploding pages? Y'all remember that? And all that technology? Y'all remember that? Palantir software was used by Israel in its 2024 pager attacks in Lebanon. Okay? Remember on September 17, 2024, thousands of pages belonging to Hezbollah members, including civilians not involved in any armed activity, were detonated across Lebanon? Palantir. You understand? But you know who else is there with Palantir? Huh? Y'all man Horowitz. Andreessen Horowitz. Andreessen Horowitz. And old Epi-Ep told Ehud Barak to get with Andreessen Horowitz because that's his man. Whoa. So Andreessen Horowitz, Palantir, Epi-Ep, yeah, are all Manz. They get money together. They took Palestine and the Palestinians up out of here together. Yeah, Horowitz. Yeah, the company, Andreessen Horowitz, yeah. Palantir, yeah. Ben Horowitz, yeah. The same Horowitz that Nas decided to get in bed with for this paid in full foundation. Woo! More than just war criminals, Jonathan. He is Epi-Ep's man. Him and Epstein is mans. If I'm telling my mans where to go to get some bread or who to rock with, I'm directing them to another one of my mans. So Epstein is saying, yo, go get with Andreessen Horowitz. Go get with Palantir. Because those are my mans. He's telling Ehud Barak who to go to, not go to them. That's my mans. So when y'all talking about Jay was in the files, This dude is his man. And Nas took money from him. Nas took money from somebody that rocked with Jeffrey Epstein, that get money with Jeffrey Epstein. What's up, Nas? You gonna get that money back? Or you good with rocking with old Epi Ep? Let me know. Let it be known. Cause y'all giving Jay the business. Y'all giving anybody on them Epstein files the business. Nah, they gotta get canceled. Oh, word? Nah, they was on the island. Who? Oh, whoa, no. Oprah was on the island. Oh, Clinton and them was on the island. Y'all giving that all them the business. Nas Manz was getting money with Epstein. Damn a list. This is actual factual. Nas, your man, Ben Horowitz, get money with Jeffrey Epi Ep. That was his man. I don't see none of y'all. Oh, y'all didn't know? Y'all didn't know. But nobody listened to Bliz. I told y'all that shit months ago. When they first was talking about the paid in full foundation. I'm already counting the money. I'm already looking for names. I'm already trying to figure out where this is, who this is. So I asked y'all before, did Rakim know where this money coming from? Did Scarface know where this money coming from? Did Roxanne Shante know where this money coming from? You just can't get money with everybody. Nas, do you know that Horowitz and Epstein is tight? That Epstein is directing dudes to that company, and those companies like that, Palantir and Andreessen and all that? Huh? Come on, man. Come on, y'all can't. Nobody listen to Bliz. Y'all better listen now. Y'all better listen now. Yeah. What's up? Y'all gonna get that money back? Y'all gonna close that foundation? Or y'all gonna keep rocking? Or y'all gonna keep rocking? Huh? With old Ben Horowitz. Y'all gonna keep doing it. I know y'all are, because don't nobody listen to Bliz. I only got 150 people. Don't nobody know me. I don't get no support. Don't worry about it. Yeah. It is what it is. Huh? He ain't giving that money back. That's a foundation. They're getting ready. Man, Ralph McDaniels was just talking about that foundation today. Ralph McDaniels is on the board. Fab Five Freddy is on the board. These dudes is on the board of the paid in full foundation. They're not giving no money back. They're not giving none of that. They're going to get ready to give the shit to Grand Pooba and G-Rap. They next in line to get that Epstein money. That's Epstein's mans in them. Yeah. And y'all wondering what happened to hip-hop. Yo, what up with New York hip-hop? Yo, what up with New York and the hip-hop and the New York and the culture and the pureness and the culture and the culture. Y'all got these bagel meisters in the culture, man. You gonna get that money up? Huh? Come on now. Come on. That's Epstein's man. That's his man. Come on now. What up? Talk to me. Oh, y'all not used to nobody going deep and really making connections in the puzzle. Y'all not used to that. Y'all just used to dudes talking and saying anything. And I've been telling y'all that these dudes compromise themselves, that these dudes don't care about the hood. They don't care about blackness. They don't care about none of that. Selfish individuals. But I know the truth. That man was Epstein's buddy, getting money with him. When you referring somebody company, that's your man. You want to see that company do good. Epstein said, go see Andreessen Horowitz and Palantir. That's what Epstein said. That is in the audio. That is in the video. That, man, I can imagine how many other times he said it when it's coming out. I want to know if Nas going to get her money back. I want to know if Scarface going to get her money back. I want to know if Roxanne Shante is going to get that money and that award back. I want to know who going to get that award back. It's tied to EpiEp. That's an Epstein award. That's the Epstein Foundation. That's his man's. Yeah. This shit is funny to me. But look, I gotta go, man. It's 1 something. I gotta get up in the damn morning. I can't even front. I got an early morning. I'll be up in 4 hours, 4.5 hours. I works hard for the money. Yeah, I do. Because I love my class. I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with me. Yes, I do. One day we will be the premier source of info. Yeah, we will. Yeah. Yeah, man, because we keep it real thorough. Look at them, what? Them Frisbee rockers? Yeah, it's a whole bunch of them. Yeah, man. Oh, man, we ain't even going to get on Chuck D. He worked for the feds. Y'all know that. We already did that class. Chuck D is a federal agent. Yeah. He works with the department. Yeah. What did they give him? The cultural something person? What did they give Chuck? They gave him a title and all that. He met with them people, shook hands with them. He's an agent. He's a cultural advisor to get your ass. That man's an agent. Yeah. Yeah. So we know what it is. That's right. Department of Justice. Special attaché and all that. Yeah, on the payroll. So how can the kids take them seriously? How can an energy be revisited when you got the pioneers working for the feds? Come on now. Let's go, man. Listen, man. Come on. Come on. Make sure y'all come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Man, make sure y'all come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Share the information, share the video, grow the class to those who funded the war effort. Much appreciation. We got a lot of work to do. Much appreciation for funding the war effort. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Come back. Come back with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Be safe. Remain militant and guard your mind. Guard your mind, because that's what they're coming for. Your mind is where militancy has to remain seated firmly. Militancy in your mind. Guard your mind. Okay? Don't believe in me, believe in my belief in you. Don't believe in me, believe in my belief in you. You understand? And we gonna get to where we have to get to in order to rename ourselves. Liberation, no question, nothing less. You dig? Hey, classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding me down as y'all always do. As y'all always do, keep holding me down. All right? Yeah. Who that? Priest? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, I see y'all. I see y'all. But come back to class, damn it. That's what you do. Especially y'all. 55, gang. Get y'all